Hi, welcome. Another Thursday that we pass together in my kitchen. Today we prepared the meatball, and you have just the recipes in Facebook, but I forgot to add the one ingredient. I forgot to add the garlic. And if you want, you can use or dry garlic or the fresh garlic, but you must chop in a little piece. Okay, now we start to prepare our meatball. I just start the fire with the pot and the oil, because it must remain warm, but don't very boil, because if it's a very boil, burn the meatball, and it's not good. Okay, for make this we need the beef, ground beef, the salt, garlic that I forgot, black pepper, milk, breadcrumbs, egg, Parmesan cheese, nutmegs, and parsley. Okay, now we start to mix all ingredients with the breadcrumb, the beef. You add salt, black pepper. Oh, if you like a little more chili, you can add also the chili pepper. Garlic, nutmegs, no more because it's very strong, the taste of the nutmegs. Parsley, that I have just chopped very well. This is fresh parsley, but if you have not the fresh parsley, you can use the dry parsley. You use 2 eggs for this quantity of meat, but you add 1 egg for time, because you must control if it's much humid or not, the meat. You add milk, Parmesan cheese, you leave some Parmesan cheese, and after you add, if you need more, breadcrumbs, okay, and now you start to mix. When you have mixed all ingredients, you control if it is perfect the density of meat. If you need, you can add also other breadcrumbs or other milk, other egg, or other Parmesan cheese. Okay, with your hand you mix very well all ingredients together. Okay. All ingredients must mix with the meat, and you have only one color in your bowl. Good smell. Okay. You stay well? What do you want? You try to ask some recipes in Facebook, and I try to make with you the next Thursday, okay? Okay, it's mixed. Watch the consistency. You leave this and prepare one plate with the breadcrumbs for roll the meat when is ready the bowl. You must prepare a bowl the pitch, not very big, because if it's big, when you cooking outside you burn, but inside they remain not cooking. Okay? Watch. This quantitative, it's okay. You roll very well. Okay? When all meat is stopped very well, you can press gently. Okay, and you have this sides. Okay? And you put one on the plate. You prepare all, and after you start to roll in the bread. Today there is one surprise in my kitchen. I prepared the bread. Watch. This is my fresh bread that I prepared today. I'm cooking 1 hour before, and the smell is fantastic. I don't know if you know the Genzano bread. The Genzano bread is very particular because you must grow the pasta for many time. Are 3 days that I start to prepare this bread. Press the meatball. Another. Roll very well. Press. If you want, you can make a little, and you have a much meatball, but the quantity of meat is the same. Okay. I just prepared the oil, and when it's finished to make the meatball, I make high the temperature and start to frying. When the breadcrumbs that I put inside start to frying and return up on the oil. Okay. This recipe, this evening we eat this meatball frying with the fresh salad, mix with the fennel, with the tomato and onion, all that you can have inside. But if you want, you can make with the sauce. After that you have frying, you can prepare in one pot, one sauce with the tomato sauce, the garlic, basil, salt, pepper, and if you like chili pepper, start to boil, and when the sauce take the taste of this ingredient, you can add the meatball that you have just frying. If you have the crock pot, I think that is the name, you can add inside, and you leave for cooking for 6-8 hours. If you cook in the normal pot, you can cooking for 1 hour and a half, 2 hours, for have very soft meat. Only for this period, because it's a coronavirus period, you can use this sauce for make spaghetti with the meatball, but only for this period, not in another time, okay? Perfect? Okay. There are much meat, but if you want, we can start to prepare the other for frying. make high the temperature of the oil. After I finish to make this. I just prepare 8 meatball, and is a half quantitative of meat that I use. And when you finish, you have around 6. It's okay, but depends how much you eat. You start to roll the meat with the breadcrumbs, cover very well in all parts. This recipe is very simple, but it's very good. There is a Sam, the Alisa husband, that like more. When Paola prepared this polpette, she must prepare around 50, 60. It's terrible. And it's a war when they must start to eat. Okay, watch. Oops. The polpetta, the meatball is ready, and you put here. Now you make the other. You add some breadcrumbs, not all together, because if remain dirty, you clean the breadcrumbs and you have all time fresh. Okay, another. Okay. Okay, with the breadcrumbs, I try if the oil is ready or not. No. Another few minutes we finish that. Okay. Have you tried the other recipes that we make in the other Thursday? You like? I watched that one guest changed the ingredient, had the pumpkin and not the zucchini. And I won't try because I think that is very good, this idea. Okay, our 8 meatballs are ready. We try another time if the oil is ready. Okay, we can start to add the meatball inside. Okay, and you wait that the polpette, the meatball, are roasted in all part with the paper for drainer. You control in all parts if are ready. You like this meatball? I think that you have just made the meatball, but this is a Darella recipes. And Darella is my mother. And we make the same that she prepare when we are baby, or when she must prepare a different lunch or meat or meat. Watch that start to frying. The oil must remain soft because if it is very warm, around remain brown and burn, and inside the meat remain no cooking. Okay? Control all time, frying but not very intensive. Turn on the other side. Good smell. Add a few minutes and are ready. Watch my hair. I have not possibility to go to the hairstyle, and I must put this for stopping my hair. I have not a cutting. They open immediately because I cannot see, watch me. Okay, watch the meatball. This color is perfect. Okay, if you decide to add in the tomato sauce, is not very. You must control that is finished to cook. Okay, now I dry. Now we stop the fire, and this is watch. We need to cook a little more because inside, if you cook inside of the tomato sauce, you can stop it. But if you want it frying, you must finish to cook for another minute. Okay, the oil is warm, this will remain outside, and we return to have the meatball inside of the oil for finish to cook. Add a few minutes. Around is perfect the color, but a little more high the meatball, is possible that inside you don't cook very well. Okay? Remember, don't make very high, because you don't cook very well inside. Okay? Add a few minutes and we finish it to cook. Watch this meatball. You watch this line because the meat is not cooking very well inside, and you must leave another 2 minutes. Okay, this is perfect. The same this. Okay. We finish. And I say, I hope see you with one recipes that you decide. We make a lottery. The first recipes that you want, you write in Facebook, and we prepare this ingredient and these recipes. Okay? Bye. Thank you for all. And you know